Hi, it's Craig Mack here from Good Time Feel Good rock band The Clan. We're a three-piece rock band. We got together in 2010. There's myself on guitar and vocals. On drums we've got James Coucher, and the bass and vocals Steve Farquhar. We probably do 35% originals in a typical pub set, along with 65% cover versions, because you just can't get the gigs in pubs if you don't do some cover versions. I tend to put a demo together and pass it to the other two guys. I don't sort of tell them what to do. I let them do their own bits. So in terms of the bass and the drum parts, I mean, I wouldn't know what to do with the drums anyway, so I leave that to Jim. And again with Steve, I just let Steve do the bass parts as he feels they fit in. So I give the demos to them, and sometimes they listen to them, sometimes they don't. Yeah, it doesn't always work out when I give them to them, but that they listen to them. So if nothing's happening, if I get nothing back from that, what I probably do is when we have a rehearsal, I will start playing one of the songs. Maybe start just playing the riff if it's a riff type song, and then they may or may not turn around and say, "Oh, that sounds all right. What's that?" And at that point, we might have a viable song.
Right. So as your soul comes straight in there.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So that's
You can do it at the end of verse 3, which is after the guitar solo.
Oh, there is a verse 3?
Yeah, it comes where the guitar solo finishes. I come back in with the singing there.
Yes, and then it's the break and the thing to the end. Since he grown his hair. Metallica. Did you ever listen
Well,
to
he
it
does.
at all? He said, "Oh, we just need some listen."
And how do we get out of that bit?
Yeah.
Back to that bit again, doesn't it?
Back to it. So, you're playing the fifth and the octave, so you play, which is cool.
I decide your fate, direct your soul.
Yeah, these are getting in there.
So when I'm writing a song, I will write it with a view to being able to A, play it live, but secondly, I need to also think about what I can sing when I'm actually playing the guitar. So I'll come up with that kind of musical structure first, and then at some point after that I'll write some lyrics for it. Now the lyrics can be based on any number of things. It could be based on life experiences that either I've had or I've observed over my experience that other people have had.
We sometimes use the sort of typical rock lyric themes of playing in bands, what it's like to play in bands. We've got quite a few songs where we've done that.
Ideas can come from anywhere, really. Again, I was asked once whether we think all the ideas for songs have been used up, and I would say no, not really, because if you think about people writing books or people making films, it's your imagination, really, and if you've got a sort of unlimited imagination, not that I have, but you know, it's the limits of your imagination that determine what you're writing about.
So you know, recently we've done a new song, and it's all about I don't know, I won't say it's about God, but it's about an overseeing presence that's controlling us.
We've got songs about never knowing what's going to happen the next day, even though we all think we know what's going to happen the next day. I think the last couple of years have shown that wasn't the case. Nobody expected what was going to happen. So you know, let's get on and do things while we can. So we've got a few songs like that, which are perhaps off the normal kind of themes. They go down okay.
Yeah, once we start playing a song live, it continues to evolve. We don't believe that a song is set in stone just because it's been recorded a certain way. That to us is just the starting point for the song. And what will happen is we will probably play it 90% of what we've practiced, but then the other 10% we'll try doing different things whilst we're playing it. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. If they work, it'll probably stay in next time we play it, and something else will get tried. So it's a constant evolution, if you like, of the song.
I think most rock audiences are actually open to new songs, and especially if they're sort of catchy songs and they can pick up on them by the second chorus or something like that, or even by the first chorus.
Have the audiences changed over the years? I would say they have. When I started many years ago, rock was primarily a male dominated thing. I would say the majority of the audiences were lads or fellas, you know. That has actually changed over the years. I think there's a lot more women out now watching rock, although the audiences in general have diminished, obviously, and certainly the audiences tend to be older now than they were. It's probably the people who used to go when they were younger.
They've got their own things going on. The world's changed quite a lot. There's too many other things going on. Music's not the interest it was when we were younger. They've now got all the video games, and there's all these channels on the telly, and there's lots of other things to occupy their time, so it's perhaps not as important to them as it was to us years ago, which is why I think the audiences are the audiences we've had all the way through. But they're still enthusiastic, and they do still come out, so that's good. And at the end of the day, you know, it's all about having a good time and having fun, really. We're not trying to change the world here. It's just, you know, it's just a bit of music to take you away from the reality of life sometimes for a couple of hours. And if you can go home smiling, that's what we want you to do. That's what we certainly go out to do. So that's all it is, really.